Hey guys, and welcome back to Battlefront updates and some more details regarding Star Wars Battlefront 2. First off, a new PlayStation 4 trailer for Battlefront 2 was released, just like the one last Friday, and unfortunately this one doesn't really contain any new details either. But it's called Star Wars Battlefront 2 Massive Worlds and Moral Dilemmas. They're talking a little bit about how they're making the game a lot bigger on all fronts and how you get into the heads of the actual Imperials such as Iden, and you get to see them as persons when they take off their helmets and not just as some troopers following orders, which is one of the things that I will be very excited to see in the Battlefront 2 campaign. I will play you, they don't need a voice actor. And secondly, it could also be that if Obi-Wan is in the game, why not have Ewan McGregor actually voice him? I know he didn't want to do it in Star Wars Rebels and Clone Wars, and in that case I don't think he would want to do it in a game either, but I think those are the two options that I can think of right now. Either Obi-Wan isn't in the game, or he's voiced by Ewan McGregor. And considering that Ewan McGregor actually had, well, like half a voice line regarding Obi-Wan in The Force Awakens, it means that he's still interested in getting involved with Star Wars. And moving on, we have another voice actor, this time Sam Witwer. Sam played Darth Maul in the Clone Wars and Rebels series, just as James Arnold Taylor did with Obi-Wan, and he's a fantastic voice actor. On top of Darth Maul, he's voiced Emperor Palpatine in the previous Battlefront game, and he's also voiced Starkiller in the Force Unleashed game, among many other characters. So he is a very good voice actor who sometimes streams games on Twitch, and Nine Squad actually asked him if he's going to voice Darth Maul in Battlefront 2 or not. And here is his answer.
Am I voicing Darth Maul in Battlefront 2? Why would I voice Darth Maul in Battlefront 2? That's so crazy. I mean, I suppose they have to get someone to voice him for Battlefront, right? I could do it. Who knows? Maybe I already did. I'm sorry guys, I can't answer these questions.
As you can hear, that's a quite interesting response. He doesn't say straight out no or straight out yes, and at the end he says I can't answer questions like this, which makes me think that he probably is voicing Darth Maul. Considering that Darth Maul is confirmed already for Battlefront 2, it makes a lot of sense for him to voice him. And probably Palpatine as well if he's in the game, because he does a phenomenal job with both of them. But if he does voice him, I'm surprised he actually responded the way he did, considering that he's probably under some heavy NDAs that forces him to not say anything about his involvement with Battlefront 2 yet. But that is all for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and enjoy the PlayStation 4 Battlefront 2 behind the scenes video.
Blockbuster video games are huge. They're huge in terms of their scope and scale, levels of fidelity of play, fidelity of visuals, fidelity of audio requires a much greater depth of talent. For this game, everything is more, plus we've got a campaign.
Everything in Star Wars, every different medium, it has its own voice, it has its own texture and tone and flavor, and we wanted to try and find out what that was for Battlefront. And building all of this with Lucasfilm has been really, really good.
We weren't expecting special forces.
That's the point, Sergeant.
In the lead up to The Force Awakens, we had started to develop a series of new stories to tell.
The Empire just felt like a natural place to find a new voice and tell a different kind of Star Wars story. Take off the helmet, get inside and meet the people inside the Empire.
We like the idea of exploring what it means to go to different pockets of the galaxy and see more gray area. It provides really interesting questions and really interesting moral decisions that these characters have to make that provide deeper opportunity to explore with some of those characters.
One of the big differentiators for Battlefront is the idea that, most of the time you'll be playing as a trooper or a pilot, but there are these moments where you get to become one of the iconic heroes of space battles and that everything that Motive is doing with the campaign.